Daddy Lumba's vigil has successfully been observed in Accra on Saturday. Now, there's a lot of good stuff to take from that particular event because the turn up, as we expected, was massive. Ghanaians turn up in our numbers to actually give some level of honor and respect to the spirit of Daddy Lumba and all the achievements that he has made for the Ghanaian music industry, and not only for the Ghanaian music industry, for Ghana at large. Now, during this event, there was a lot of artists that actually came around, the celebrities, a lot. Actually, the cameras were not even able to take all the people that were around because there was a lot. And some of them were not even in the various, they were not in the limelight. But one person that stood out is Sarkodie. That was, I think it's because he was sitting at where the dignitaries were supposed to sit, and the celebrities were obviously in the front. And he looked visibly in pain, and at some point he was fighting tears. Okay, he was actually fighting tears, and it only shows how much impact that Daddy Lumba has actually given, or has impacted, the level of impact, okay, that Lumba has actually given the country Ghana and the whole music industry in Ghana. Now, during this vigil, it was supposed to be a candle light. Okay, then I mean the candles were shared and everything, but because it was done close to the seaside, the candles were not able to actually stay lit, right? So it has to be replaced with phone lights because the air from the seaside was blowing out the candles and stuff. So somebody asked, okay, so I thought it was supposed to be a candle light, and so why were there a lot of people with their phone cameras on and everything? So if you are wondering, it was because it was done close to the sea. It was done at the Independence Square, and it was I mean, just behind the Independence Square is the sea. So the breeze was actually worrying the candlelight, so we had to actually use our phones, right? The phones has to be used. So in case you saw that was the reason why the candlelight turned into a phone's flashlight night. All right. So, but I mean, the happy thing is, or the good thing is, it was successful in every sense, and many people turned out. There was a lot of activities that took place. The family gave us some words, and a couple of people that are close to him. There were traditionalists, there were Christians that came to actually honor his image, and there was a lot of back-to-back jams by Daddy Lumba's DJ Andy Dusty, who was actually he actually held the night together. I think he did very well. I mean, he held the night together, and then he actually made sure that the night was one to remember. I personally, I was very happy because this is someone that has, I mean, given so much to the industry. So I mean, it's only right that he reaps what he has sown even after his death. So after seeing all the turn up and how people showed up to show him love, I feel it's also a sign to some of us that are coming up. Okay, some of us that are already in the system, that are trying to do something. If you have talent, if you have skill, this is something that should actually be of inspiration, and it should give you a level of incentive. That don't sleep on your skill, don't sleep on your talent, don't sleep on your gifts, and you should try and actually make sure that your gifts, your God-given talent, will be a blessing to people in the world. And maybe one day, I'm not in any way saying that after death or anything, but even whilst you are alive, maybe your skill will end up, or your talent will bring some level of joy and fulfillment to other people, and then you'll be honored even after, I mean, you are no more. This is a legacy. This is something that you can actually say he's left a certain legacy. So I think it's an inspiration to a lot of us that are also watching this whole thing. And personally speaking, I think we can all take a thing or two from. And one thing that's another aspect of the story that I want to come in with is the Kojo Nkansa Lewayne's Captain Ibrahim Traore premiere. I mean, the last time I sat here to talk about the fact that they had an issue, right? They didn't have an issue. I think it was more like one person that felt like he was being sabotaged because the candlelight was actually dated to the second. Is it the second? yes, the 2nd of August, and he felt like Lil Wayne felt like that was the same time he was actually doing his movie as well. So he felt like there was some sabotage somewhere, and I'm happy that he also had the turn up that he actually anticipated. People turned out very well. They turned out to their numbers to his show as well, his premiere, and I think it was massive. So I don't think there's any cause for alarm. And he is happy. Daddy Lumba's Virgil Night was also successful. So I feel it's a win-win situation this time around, and I think sometimes, even though it's media and sometimes there's a bit, we enjoy a bit of drama, but I mean, when situation like that comes, when there's peace or win-win, I think it's something that we should also celebrate in a certain sense. And it's an amazing turn of events at both parties, and we both sides, that's Lil Wayne and the Daddy Lumba's Virgil Night. So I'm very excited. I don't know about you though, but I feel I'm super excited of the fact that we are able to sort of give this level of respect and honor to Daddy Lumba, especially. And it's an amazing thing. Okay, it's an amazing thing that I think Ghanaians, salute to all Ghanaians and everyone that turned up. It's an amazing honor and respect. And I think this is just more or less like a 1 week celebration. So I don't know how the funeral itself will be. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, who was the ex-vice president of Ghana, has actually vouched that they should sort of give some state burial to Daddy Lumba. I mean, he feels like he deserves state burial. So I don't know how much that kind of agenda will be pushed and how feasible it will be for the current government. But I mean, some people are speaking about Daddy Lumba deserves state burial. I don't know about you, what you think, whether looking at his legacy and the impact he's made and how consistent he's been in the music industry, and how so many people have been affected by their music. One gospel artist was actually speaking on the media, and he spoke at the fact that, they asked him what was his popular Daddy Lumba song, and he said, "Enidaso Homo Bia," which also happens to be Daddy Lumba's favorite song. I mean, he said it several times that was his favorite record. I mean, he has played a lot of music, so for him to say that that's his favorite record, then it means that it's a very deep song. And is it DSP Ofori Sapong? Yes, he was saying that that's his favorite song because some of us that maybe come from backgrounds that are not so, strong, or it doesn't support the vision and the dream, he felt like that song sort of gave him the support and the encouragement that he needed to actually fight a good fight, in a sense that the song actually speak about the fact that it doesn't matter even if it's left with a few months or years to your death. If God is going to come through for you, he's going to come through for you in a big way. So you should have hope in the future. And he felt like this is his favorite song, and it sort of held him together when times were hard. So that should actually give us a fair idea of the level of impact that this man's music has made in people's life. I mean, he doesn't necessarily have to meet you. The music that he played and the reach and the hearts that he changed with his music is amazing. So I mean, it's the signs were clear. The turn up were actual, empirical evidence of what I'm talking about, and we are very happy that our uncle has been given that kind of respect during the Virgil Night. And Charlie, that's all that a man deserves in these kind of times. And Charlie, Ghanaians, we spoiled it. So that's what's happening with regards to Daddy Lumba's candlelight. That was supposed to be, that was held on the August 2nd. And if you are wondering how it went, it was successful. And Koyon Council Lil Wayne's premiere was also equally successful. So win-win situation for both sides. And I just wanted to give you an update of what's going on with regards to these camps. So with that one said, I will end today's edition here. The name remains Donald, not Trump. I'll see you on the other side. Peace.